Hey guys, today we're gonna be cooking chocolate chip raspberry banana bread. This is one of my all-time favorite snacking breads, and it's also good for a little sweet breakfast as well. Chocolate lovers, you're gonna love it because there's a whole lot of chocolate chips in this recipe. Okay, so in here we've got 2 cups of flour. I've got some baking soda and a pinch of salt. And we're gonna go ahead and put in about a half teaspoon of cinnamon, which I love cinnamon. And then I've got 3/4 cup of light brown sugar. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and whisk all that together. This bread comes together so quickly, which I love. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead in a separate bowl. We're gonna add our teaspoon of vanilla extract. What we're gonna do, guys, is when we're working with bananas and banana bread, we want our bananas to look like this, or even browner. You want them to look kind of yucky because that adds so much more sweetness into your banana bread. So these are just pretty much, I like when I eat a banana, I just want it to be perfectly yellow. But when I cook with them, they need to be kind of brown and spotty. All right, so at first I just kind of just take it and smush it with my fingers. You're gonna need about 2 cups mashed bananas, which usually ends up being about 2.5. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and give that a quick mash. See, when they're nice and brown like that, they mash super, super easy. Here we have a 1/3 cup buttermilk. And I love to bake with buttermilk. It gives such a beautiful texture to these quick breads. And then I have some room temperature melted butter. This is unsalted butter. That, mix it together. I told you these ingredients come together so quick and easy. And then we've got 2 large eggs. Mix it just until it's just combined. Okay, and now I'm going to add the wet into the dry. Here we go. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and give that a quick stir. You don't have to over stir this, just so it's all combined to a nice thick batter. Just make sure you scoop up all that flour on the bottom. Then we're gonna go ahead and fold in 3/4 cup of, I have mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. Yum. And I told you there's gonna be a lot of chocolate in this because we're also gonna top it with some more chocolate chips. Fold those in, and then at the very last stir, we're gonna add 6 ounces of raspberries, which is your standard clamshell size of raspberries. Use fresh, again, because when we bake, we don't want the color to bleed all over the bread, so use fresh when you can. Frozen just tends to, will get the bread all red. So I tossed it in a tablespoon of flour just so it doesn't sink into the batter. I'm gonna go ahead and put those in, and I'm gonna fold it into the batter, like so. And they'll break apart a little bit, and that's just fine. Raspberry lovers, you can even put in more if you want, but I kinda like the ratio we have right here. Okay, so our batter is looking awesome. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pour it into our pan. All I've done, guys, is I've sprayed this with some cooking spray. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my batter into the prepared pan. So this is a 9x5 loaf pan. Just go ahead, spread it out. When I bake these quick breads, I always give the pan a little tap to release any air bubbles. And then since I told you, since this banana bread is for chocolate lovers, you better believe we're gonna put a whole bunch of chocolate chips on the top. I use another 1/3 cup of chocolate chips for the top. And it just gives you that extra kick of chocolate whenever you take a bite. You can use even more if you want, it's up to you. Okay, so I've preheated our oven to 350. I'm gonna put this in the oven and bake for about 60 to 65 minutes.